Greetings, NOOCH-centric individuals. Have you heard about Pando Baba when he walked into the Mos Eisley cantina? He walked up to the bartender and said, "Have you got any death sticks?" And the bartender said, "No, we don't serve death sticks here." And Pando Baba thought and said, "Do you have any death sticks?" And the bartender, confused, looked at him and said, "We don't serve death sticks here." And Pando Baba said, "Oh, but do you have any death sticks?" And the bartender said, "Look, man, we don't serve death sticks here. I don't have any death sticks." And Pando Baba thoughtfully said, "Oh, do you have any death sticks?" And the bartender angrily slammed on the table, said, "Look, buddy, if you ask me one more time if I have death sticks, I'm going to get out a lightsaber and cut your arm off." And Pando Baba thought, "Oh, that would be horrible. I don't want that to happen. Well, do you have any lightsabers?" And the bartender said, "No, I don't have a lightsaber here." And Pando Baba said, "Oh, well, do you have any death sticks?" Glorious setup, glorious delivery, glorious joke, like Emperor Palpatine. Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. Congratulations on joining the most excellent, amazing stream about the Executor and countering. And NOOCH is about to show you all the counters. We're going to just do an arena climb right now, live. Well, that was amazing. Hey, Tord, happy birthday, buddy. How's it going? Welcome aboard the stream. Hey, Jay, hope you start putting some videos out there. And Tanner, welcome aboard. I know you were hype for this. So, yeah, so I've been seeing videos all day about, the Executor. It's easy to counter. It's easy to beat. Blah, blah, and we're going to find out. And, everybody was asking NOOCH to do a stream. So let's jump on here. Let's do a stream. Let's see what we got. Let's see how easy it is to beat the Executor. One problem, guys. One problem. Let's see if he's replied. So, Revenge Gilder here, right here, in number 10 with the Executor. His payout is in 1 hour, and I can't hit him. I can't attack him. And I kind of pinged him to ask if he could climb real quick, and he hasn't replied, or if I could knock him back to 11. So, NOOCH, I'm not going to do this first time. Because I don't even want to attack him and not finish it, because then I might be locking him up. So what I'm going to do, apologize, we're just going to go ahead and do a regular old Malevolence versus Negotiator here. It's about 85-90% effective. Sorry about that. I didn't even think about it until I got on. I saw him sitting in 10. I saw an Executor there, and I thought, boom. I climbed to 15. I'm ready to go. And I didn't think about the fact that his payout was coming up, and that wasn't going to work. So, with apologies to everybody, we'll get the next Executor on the list. We might have to go through a couple here. With that not being in 10 kind of throws NOOCH for a loop there. So, big apologies. But we'll do this. We'll climb. How's everybody doing tonight? Having fun? Is anybody else facing Executor in Arena or done anything similar along those lines? All right. Let's see here. Try and whittle down Anakin as much as possible. 2 assists, not good enough. Not good enough. I wonder if Palpatine's going to start telling those long, extended jokes now, To this point, he's kind of been doing, like, the dad joke one-liners, More like the quick hit, quick in, quick out. But that was, like, a long joke setup and delivery. Had, a real punchline. So I wonder if Palpatine's going to start doing more of that punchline stuff going forward with instead of, like, just pure dad jokes. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out in the next video if that's what the plan is. NOOCH does have a video to record tonight. We may be relicking another character for tomorrow's video. You'll see. We'll find out. You will find out. Anyway, in the meantime, we got to get through this arena here. There we go. Okay. So now we're sitting in 11. He probably hasn't replied yet. Nope. And I'm not going to knock him out of 10. That's not being a good Shard Arena teammates. How am I doing? Well, Tanner, I'm doing great. I'm doing it great. Okay, here we go. So here is Lil Spit, and he is not in the arena shard chat, to NOOCH's knowledge. Let's make sure, but I don't recall ever seeing this guy in there. Lil Split? Yeah, no. He's on there. Now, his Executor is only level 77, but it is 7 stars. Let's take a look at the abilities. He's got that one maxed out. He's got these at 3, 3, 3, 4. So he doesn't have... This is a cool picture, by the way. These are really cool pictures. You got Piet looking up at Bosk's feet and Boba Fett in the background. You got Vader with Dengar, IG-88. I don't know that the other character's name. And then Bosk, the guy with the eyes, like the fly eyes. The Millennium Falcon taking fire, and the Death Star. Wow, that's really cool. Cool graphics. But this is probably going to be fairly common at this point. You know, maybe one ability maxed out and the rest not. Although I'm not sure. We'll take a look when we get to more of them up there. So J Money starting account. We're going for SLKR, not another act. Oh, cool. Casual account. Hey, that's awesome, dude. That's good to hear, Jay. So yeah, throw that on YouTube, dude. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this because we're live. We're live. And for those of you who are tuning in afterward, NOOCH will put some timer markers in there so you can really take a look at the different battles if you want, and we'll label it for you. I've only got 2 battles. I'm going to have to refresh this to 100. I got to tell you guys, so let's make our first battle. Let's just go ahead and do the, apparently this fleet works, the Malevolence, so let's go ahead and launch it and see what happens. I've not been trying to climb in either arena. NOOCH is really bored with the arena these days. The Executor being in there actually gives it some kind of new energy, but, you know, once Kenobi came around, that is so cool looking. I'm looking at the graphics right now. Yeah, that's sweet. I'm not even looking at what happened. Yeah, that's hot. Feels like, oh yeah, okay, so there's Star Destroyers here for perspective. Gotcha. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So we don't want to stun. Let's go ahead and try and stun. Oh, he's got tenacity up, and he's still got stunned. Interesting. Okay, so now we know. Now we know, and the more you know. So Bosk actually gets tenacity up, and I don't think I'm ready for the buzz droids yet. Let's go ahead and... We're not going to hit buzz droids and anybody else. They're all get tenacity up, so I don't think I can buzz droid them, right? Not a fan of that. This is... Can't be copied or resisted. Can't be resisted. Okay, so they're actually going to land, so I should have done it. Oh, well. Is a Death Star lurking in the background? I didn't see. I could slow the speed down. Well, so far, this is a bad start here. Probably should have landed those buzz droids. Okay, let's go ahead and bring in Houndstooth. Okay. Can this be... Ignores defense, can't be resisted. Okay, so I should have done this the first time. That's right. Live and learn. You know, it's been a while since I looked at it because you just get used to the automatic. This doesn't seem easy to NOOCH. Holy cow, I'm getting trucked here. Alright, we're stunned. Apparently this is supposed to be easy. NOOCH is not convinced. Again, there's no point in putting the buzz droids on Houndstooth, especially when I'm missing guys. Why didn't I refill with another... Where are my Vulture droids? Well, so far, so bad. This doesn't seem... This doesn't seem... This is supposed to be easy, I thought. Oh, look at that. That did nothing. Who said this is easy? Cubs fan Han. Lying to the world. That was a slaughter. I don't think getting those initial buzz droids on would have helped either. That was a slaughter. That was absolute battering. Good Lord. Alright, so I didn't like that at all. I'm going to go to Akbar here. And I saw a video where this was done with just a regular Rebel fleet with Biston in there and a Y-Wing. The Y-Wing starting instead of Biggs. Let's go into this to Rebels. Yeah, I was not... that did not strike me as automatic and easy. This is Biggs, right? Yes, okay. All right. Yeah, I just tuned into Cubs Fan Hunt earlier today, and he had a bunch of videos of that being easy, but that was anything but easy. Can this be resisted? Can't be evaded. You know, nothing can be evaded or resisted. So we're going to put this on Houndstooth so we can start hitting them. Probably should. Oh, it landed. We landed that debuff. How about, well, this is looking positive. Landing that debuff was a major deal because that blocks all his protection, and that's what Houndstooth is all about. So now they're looking in pretty solid trouble here. Wonder how that would have gone if I hadn't landed that debuff, which is more common. You more commonly don't land that debuff than landing it. This is a slaughter. I mean, this is an absolute semi-truck through the Executor, which, you know, honestly, I mean, if we look at Return of the Jedi, that's what the Rebels did, right? They launched that Executor directly into the heart of the Death Star. I mean, it just fell. It was removed from the sky, pulled into the Death Star's gravitational orbit, and just dove headfirst directly into the under construction Death Star. So it makes sense that the Rebels should destroy the Executor, right? I wonder what would happen, though, if you started the Executor with the TIE Bomber instead, because TIE Bomber just slaughters Rebels, right? So I wonder what would happen if that was the case. So far, Home 1 destroyed the Executor. The Malevolence did not. The Malevolence got torched. I think there's somebody in 5 with Executor too, so we don't want to climb past that person. Come on. There we go. There's 5. Speed Racer. He's got that's a 5-star Executor. Maxed out here, and these abilities are higher. So let's read through these while we're waiting for the cooldown. Well, actually, wait a minute. I think we're on a. Yeah, we got to refresh it. Okay, so go ahead and refresh. We'll read the abilities next time through. We'll read the abilities next time through while we're waiting for the next cooldown. How about that? So this is a little more higher upgrade on the abilities, but only a 5-star Executor, so not as good. So we're going to take in Finalizer, because that seems to be the other ship that people have been having success with. Okay. Where are... I don't like... You know, you just wish you could have those squads. Special Forces TIE Fighter. Okay. Now we go back to all. And we want to go with Houndstooth. There. And now I'm going to try to keep this to like a Grand Arena type fleet. Because I could bring in like Cassian, who would be really good to dispel debuffs and call an assist. And whenever you can call Kylo to assist, that's good. But I want to try and stick with something that might end up in Grand Arena. I think people have been using the TIE Bomber here. Let's do the TIE Bomber. NOOCH could see himself. Well, wait a minute. Let's bring in Cad Bane. I love calling in assists when Kylo's on the field. The TIE Silencer. Slight complications with the TIE Bomber in the starting lineup. Yeah. J-Money's making grilled cheese. Well, that's all right. Okay. So we want this on Houndstooth so it doesn't gain turn meter when other people are taking damage. That will prevent that. We're not going to be able to stun anybody. Let's go ahead and just start getting some damage out there. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that initial tenacity up is pretty annoying and actually kind of limits this Kylo fleet for... Oh. Does this dispel debuffs? No. Yikes. That was, that's beyond terrible. Well, so far, reports of the Executor just getting smoked on offense by every fleet seem to be greatly exaggerated. I mean, that's the First Order fleet.
And you got to be a little creative if you're not using that fleet. If you're not using that fleet, you're not using the primary fleet for First Order. You're using some variation of it. So, because you don't throw a tank out there. I mean, I guess I could start with a tank. We could try. I'll try that next with First Order. But then you sacrifice speed on the finalizer by doing that. I'm not sure what everybody's talking about here. I'm really not. Because we're going to lose this. Yeah. I mean, they went... You know what? I'm going to try it one more time. We'll try it one more time without the tank. I don't want to throw a tank in there. We're going to try it one more time without the tank because I want to see if the AI targets the silencer every single time. It probably does. I mean, every other fleet does that. They all just target silencer whenever they get a chance, which is smart. I mean, that's what you should do. Yeah, that wasn't the right move, but it doesn't matter. We're dead. What is this permanent target lock that's on here? Yeah, I don't get to see. Yeah, that's a loss. So, well, I'm going to do that again without the tank. Well, let's go ahead and read through the Executors' abilities while we're waiting. Oh, Tyra Vest has them all maxed out. Good for you, buddy. All right. Bounty Hunter allies have 35% max health, max protection, and offense. That's kind of like Ahsoka, right? That's what Ahsoka does, 50% extra of those things. And defense, I believe. I don't think it's protection. I think it's health, crit damage, offense, and defense. And ignore taunt on crewless or droid ships. So you're not going to care about TIE Bomber taunting. Okay. At start of battle, Bounty Hunter allies gain tenacity up for 2 turns. Which is obnoxious. That's really obnoxious. That limits the finalizer fleet because that fleet is all about Kylo coming out and stunning everybody a couple of times. And Empire allies gain We Don't Need Their Scum for the rest of the battle, which can't be copied, prevented. Whenever an enemy reinforces, Bounty Hunter's allies gain evasion up for 1 turn. Whenever an ally applies breach, they dispel all debuffs on themselves. Whenever a Bounty Hunter ally deals damage with a basic ability, they inflict target lock. First time allies inflict target lock 20 times. Enemies who are called in from reinforcements or summoned are inflicted with breach and target lock. So that's like the contract. That's like their contract. I realize this kid's been reviewed, but I wasn't really paying attention. I just wanted to come in here and play it. Nooch likes playing it. Okay, reinforcements gain breach, right? We don't need their scum. Immune to turn meter manipulation. Whenever a Bounty Hunter ally is defeated, recover 25% health and protection. TIE Advanced times 1 instead recovers 10% health and protection. That's Vader. Why would he cover less health? He doesn't like Bounty Hunters? He's the one that kept him around. Piet's the one that didn't like him. Deal physical damage and inflict exposed for 1 turn on target enemy. Deal 5% more damage. This first ability, I almost never use it on capital ships, and most of mine aren't upgraded, so that's probably the same thing here. Well, I didn't get a chance to mow down Hounds too because TIE Silencer died before I got to do anything. Deal physical damage to all enemies. If the target enemy is target locked, call all Empire allies to assist, dealing 30% less damage. If the target enemy is breached, call all Bounty Hunter allies to assist. That's brutal. Bounty Hunter allies gain potency up for 1 turn. They dispel outmaneuver and stealth from all enemies, and dispel all debuffs from Bounty Hunter allies. Outmaneuver, that's the Millennium Falcon's evasion. From all enemies, it's just on Falcon, right? Are we going to get another ship with outmaneuver? Target ally recovers 100% health and protection. If the target is Bounty Hunter, they gain Foresight and Man. I mean, these are pretty amazing abilities. Destroy the enemy capital ship. Stun all enemies for 1 turn. Allies gain protection up for 2 turns. If there's no enemy capital ship, destroy all active enemies. If you get around to doing this twice, everybody's dead. That's funny. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna try it again without the tank. Let's do that again. Because I'm going to go with if they hit TIE Silencer again right out of the gate, then that means that's what the AI is going to do. So let's try this again. Generally speaking, in most battles, enemies will target the TIE Silencer. Well, they'll target these 2 as for they rarely target the command shuttle as like their first target. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. NOOCH doesn't know. But this doesn't seem to be as easy as it was cracked up to be on Cubs fan Han's stream. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so we put Hunted on Bosk. We're not going to be able to stun anybody. We're just going to use basics, okay. We're going to call an assist. We'll go ahead and hit. Like you said, go after... okay, so they didn't go... Not yet. Okay, now they're going to kill Shuttle. Now the Shuttle's gone and we're probably dead again. If they don't... Good lord, guys. If they're not killing TIE Silencer, you're pretty much toast. I think you're going to have a tank here. I think you have to start off with a tank. I don't think there's any other way to do this. And it probably needs to be... Although they ignore Taunt on the TIE Bomber because it's a pilotless tank. I still can't land target lock on anybody. Or on Houndstooth anyway. And that's not having target lock is prohibiting the TIE Silencer from stacking damage. Let's go ahead and call in Kylo here. We got 2 breaches out there. That's not good. Well, so far... the Rebels did it easily, and nobody else is stepping up. Yeah, we're toast. He did 100,000 damage there, but it doesn't matter. At this point, I don't see any buffs out there. Let's go ahead and call in Cad Bane. We'll call the assist. 93,000. We're not even, like, touching him. All that extra protection and health, we're not even, like... We're not even touching Houndstooth. Okay, so that's gotta have... I gotta put a tank in there. Let's try it with the tank. I'm gonna go First Order one more time. NOOCH is a big First Order fan, so instead of First Order Special Forces... Because that doesn't really help. First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter doesn't really help because you can't stun. You know, you're calling in Kylo Assist to get some stuns, and that didn't help at all. Alright. I don't want that. I want him on deck. I just always make sure. I get this wrong so many times, just flipping through there. But this is him. Special Forces TIE Fighter. I feel like if I go out of this, like if I put Sunfac in, or if I bring in Plo Koon in here, then I'm stepping outside the bounds of this fleet. Like completely. Like I'm just stepping completely out of this fleet. And then you've got some weird specialized fleet that you're using, and I don't want to do that. We'll try Raddus next for sure. So I don't feel like TIE Bomber is stepping outside the bounds of this fleet. And I also, NOOCH, I use this Finalizer every GAC. Every GAC I use Finalizer. And I use Houndstooth and what's this? I can't remember the ship's called. The Evenhawk. Yeah, and I use Cad Bane's ship too. So, all right, let's try this. If this doesn't work, then I don't think Finalizer works. Maybe with Houndstooth, but Houndstooth isn't holding up to the shots either. Oh, that was really cool. There's the guns on the bottom of it. I should probably make it go slower if I can. Okay, so here we go again. I can't stun anybody. So it really neutralizes the TIE Silencer. Now that was interesting because without a full First Order fleet out there, the TIE Silencer goes before. Let's get that tenacity up off there. Look at that. I can't. This doesn't work. So far there's these big advertisements about how this is easy to beat with every other fleet. And NOOCH wiped it with Rebels, but Malevolence was a big fat loss. First Order is a big fat loss. I definitely want to come through with Raddus here in a minute. Let me keep going here, but without TIE Silencer, that's all the offense. Yeah, I mean, they killed... I guess you could get RNG where they don't kill TIE Silencer, but you're taking a 1 in 3 chance. I mean, they completely wiped him off the map. Didn't even get a turn and he was dead. But I should say that the TIE Bomber didn't get a turn. Maybe Houndstooth would get a turn. Is Houndstooth, like, faster than TIE Bomber? But even if TIE Bomber did get a turn, they ignore his taunt because he's a crewless tank. So I think they would still go after TIE Silencer, very likely. I don't care right now. This is dead. So far... It's pretty exciting that Rebels own this fleet because NOOCH loves playing Rebels. That's one of NOOCH's favorite fleets to use. All right, let's try the Raddus. So far, Rebels only. We'll try Raddus and we'll try Malevolence. The Negotiator is just a no-go. It autos Negotiator. Yeah, I've definitely heard that. This is against a 5-star Executor, by the way, and it doesn't even have all the abilities maxed out. So this is not going super well. So let's try the Raddus. I want to see what I make sure I don't miss anything on here. Well, resistance allies deal 40% more damage and have 73% mass protection. Start of the battle, resistance allies gain deflector shield and critical immunity for 2 turns. Whenever a resistance ally loses foresight, they gain evasion up and protection up. When the Raddus uses the hold up maneuver, yeah. See, there it is. I told you I don't upgrade those first abilities. I don't use them very often. Okay. Let's try it first with just the resistance fleet out there. And for reinforcements, we'll go with kind of the common ones, which is Houndstooth, Cad Bane. Again, I just don't want to step outside the bounds of this fleet and bring in, like, crazy ships. So I think, again, Karth is within this fleet. Wedge. I've seen Wedge used. How about we bring Lando? Okay. So, again, we have to go after... Ah, come on. He's already engaged in battle. Well, let's try Tyro Vest out here. J Money, the only thing that worked at all was Rebels. Rebels slaughtered it. Everything else is getting beat like a drum. I get the Plo Koon, Tanner. I get Plo Koon. But I feel like using Plo Koon, and I've said it a couple times, is stepping outside the boundaries of this fleet. Like, he's not a part of this fleet. He's not even... relatively a part of this fleet. And if I'm looking at, like, if NOOCH is looking at, like, Grand Arena, not gonna be able to land that, or, you know, other parts of the game, I feel like I want to try to be true to the fleet that I would be using there, and that would not have Plo Koon in it, because Plo Koon is generally in the Negotiator fleet. I mean, that's where he belongs. Okay. I don't know how much damage the Falcon's going to get off here and all that extra protection and health over there. So let's bring in our tank. And we'll go ahead and hit. Okay. Alright. Let's see how much damage this does. I don't think it's going to do nearly enough. 140,000 almost killed IG-88. I need an AoE right now, and I don't have it. The question is, can we live long enough to get off Raddus special? And whose special goes first, right? I don't know the answer to that. Okay, let's put this on Bosk here. Oh, you idiot. He doesn't... He's got... Ugh, that was dumb. Okay. Yeah, that was really dumb. I don't know why I was thinking that. This fleet is for sure shredding Bosk. That is a... Not with that starting lineup, anyway. NOOCH loves Rebels. I use every Grand Arena. NOOCH is firing with, you guys should know this, but firing with Rebels and Finalizer. Those are the fleets I use in Grand Arena on offense. And I generally clear. I don't have problems clearing. I wanted to... All right, let's try that again. Let's put the Houndstooth out there first this time. So far, this is pretty dang awful. All right. Do you have any ability? I've never used... Yeah, I got him maxed out. Okay. What's his reinforcement ability? He has 40% chance to assist, dealing 30. That is so stupid. That's like early game, like the first year of the game. They put this garbage stuff. 40% chance to assist. Woo! Dealing 30% less damage. So when you get lucky enough to hit it, you deal less damage. Whenever an ally uses a base, yeah, that's just kind of garbo. All right, let's see what happens this time. Hashtag Resistance Bomber. Most useless ship in any of the movies. I don't see the Death Star in the background there. I guess it just shows up. Okay. I'm not going to hit... Okay, so this time I'm going to hit IG-88 because last time when the Falcon got off the special, it almost killed IG-88. So now if I can get to it, I should be able to kill him. Get these out there. Spinny spin. Everybody's ignoring Taunt over there. That's just not very pleasant. Alright. So I think in a second we will kill IG-88. We have no breach. That's good. So let's clear off these buffs. Let's see if we can do something to Mandalorian here too. That was not a lot of damage. We got 11. How many buffs we got on this big boy? 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 11. Okay, we still have no taunt. That's a good thing. All right, come on, Falcon. Do something here. There we go. IG-88's dead. Come on. Kill this guy. Nah, not quite. Maybe if my Karth was more than like gear 9, it would have killed him. Well, I gotta say, I've got some positivity right now. Still feeling fairly positive. The question is, who gets to their ultimate first? And NOOCH has no idea. This doesn't cool down ultimates, does it? Well, there's something that... Something... Alright, let's bring in Cad Bane again. He's gonna clear off... No, he doesn't clear off buffs. I'm back to Karth. Okay, so... Let's do this and call in a Poe assist. Okay, there we go. We killed their Cad. Yeah, whoever gets the ultimate first is going to win. There's no getting around that. I think we're about to get there, right? Isn't this going to do it right here? No! That's probably bad. That's probably bad. I should be... I don't want the counterattack there. I'm going to slow down the speed in case he gets to his ultimate, because we all want to see that in slow motion, right? Let's... I don't know. I want to keep the speed slow. Keep the speed slow, because if Executor gets the ultimate... Let's see what this does. I think we're going to get there first. I think Raddus is getting there first. And I feel like the next ability would have been the Executor's ultimate. Boom! Okay. So, Raddus gets there first. That is a relic. That is a holdo that qualifies for Rey. So, what, relic 5 or something? So, just be aware of that. It's not a little, tiny holdo. Now we got to finish this off. We got to see if we can do this here. This is not... There's no guarantee here with all that extra health and protection, and we're just stacking it up on Houndstooth here. This isn't positive at all. Okay, that was some damage finally. Maybe should have done the offense up first. I don't think we're going to get through Houndstooth. Let's see what this does. Okay, almost killed Mando. Nooch does not see a way of getting through... Oh, should have killed. Nooch does not see a way to get through Houndstooth here. So maybe you should have saved Karth for now to get rid of that bonus, but he would have just gotten it back anyway. I can't get through it. So it seemed positive, but it ain't positive. Okay, all right, we're getting there. Slowly, come on. We're running out of time. Ah. Okay. So we can't afford to do it in slow motion. You cannot afford to do it in slow motion. I'm going to do that again. And make it work. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh. Was that against the 5-star or the 7-star? Because I had a 5-star Executor. This is a 7-star. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so we did time out there, but we could have won. And I was going in slow motion for part of it and thinking through. So let's see what, now that we're used to it, if maybe Nooch can get it done this time. Okay, so let's pop in there. Okay, maybe we should do the offense up before we do that special for Poe every time. Although that clears buffs. So, did it clear buffs? I don't know. It stunned him. Okay, here we go. Oh, that was stupid. I hit IG-88 last... Wake up, Nooch. Wake up. Last time I hit IG-88 and then he died when the Falcon did the AoE, and now that's not going to happen. Unless we do a bunch more damage this time. I could do this instead. No. No, we've got... Okay, let's get some AoE damage with CAD, and maybe that will help us to take out IG-88 with it. I don't think we're going to get IG-88 here. That was a mistake. Even with defense down, he's still around. Okay. We're doing better against Houndstooth this time, though. Oh! Yeah. I literally watched Cubs fan Han's video earlier today, and he was making it sound like this stuff was just easy peasy with no special maneuvers and no special fleets. That is wrong. That is incorrect information. Incorrect information. Nooch, this is over. Okay, I'm gonna come back in. No, I don't want to do it. Okay, hang on. Hey, Darth Rocky, how's it going? Darth Rocky! I get it. Very nice. The Darth Rocky. Okay. So far, the Rebels mauled the Executor, and everybody else is struggling at best. I wonder if that may... So, okay, let's do this again. I think the Raddus has a chance here. Like, so, the Rebels... You remember the Razor Crest was in Empire Strikes Back? So the Rebels just destroyed this thing like it was nobody's business. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Wait a minute. I got to hit IG-88, and this way he dies when the Falcon does the AoE. And that's the entire purpose there. And that was, I think, what did it for us that first time where we would have won, but we timed out. Okay. We actually end up with a couple more buffs on the Falcon, too, before she went. And by she, I mean both Rey and the Falcon. And let's bring in Karth. And let's see if we can do some stuff to Mandalorian. Not much at all. That didn't even register. Okay. So we're going to get... Okay, now we got 11 buffs on the Falcon. So IG-88 is going to die. We are going to die. Might be able to kill Cad here too. Let's see. Oh, not quite, not quite. Oh, but we're going to get to target him again. And now he's going to die. Here we go. So now... So definitely when you target IG-88 with that first Poe shot, you set yourself up for some success. When you don't, you end up losing Poe. And now we even look better against Bosskar, although we'll see how that works out long term. Lost Poe. That's not good. It's not good. It's like most of our damage right there. I'm going to bring in Cad Bane so that we can get some more damage on the Razor Crest. But the fact that we don't have Poe right now is worrisome because when we wiped out the Executor last time around and we timed out, we timed out because I couldn't get through the Houndstooth. That was the entire reason for the timeout. So if I don't have Poe, who is easily he's one of the biggest damage dealers in the game. If I don't have Poe, I've got problems. Okay, we need to get to this ultimate here before the Death Star pops out of the sky. And I'm not going... I was trying to go in slow motion last time in case the Death Star came around because I wanted to see it in slow motion. But I'm not doing that this time. Yeah, this is brutal. But the Rebels just went through them like butter. Okay, there we go. We got to the ultimate, and boom. Now, can we get through Houndstooth? Because that was a problem. Last time we could not get through Houndstooth. Let's get an expose on there, hopefully. There's an expose. Now, okay, much, much, much better. Oh, Doctor. 13 buffs. Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to do it right here, watch. 13 buffs on the Falcon. 30% bonus damage for each buff dispelled. And that's going to be right. Dispels all debuffs? Yes. So, what's 30? That's like 390% extra damage. And here we go. And everybody is... You scumbag dodger. He dodged. Okay, so the Raddus can do it. So far, this bad boy is struggling against the light side. I'm not putting Mace Windu in there. I think Pimpo's payout is over. Hang on, I gotta check payouts. I can hit Tyro Vest still. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up a fleet payout here. For those of you, by the way, so if you aren't in Discord, in like a payout chat for your fleet and or squad arena shard, you need to reach out, make friends with the people in your arenas, and then ask them if they got a chat. Oh, pardon me, like to get with the top 10 people, because they'll have a chat somewhere. So like here we can see that Decay and Revanche are coming up in an hour. Frosty's in 2 hours. 101 and Wild Grunt. Wild Grunt used to make videos back in the day, and he doesn't play anymore. Are 3 hours away, and the NOOCH is like 5 hours away. So I can hit Pimpo here, but then I'm going to be putting myself in the way of some people hitting their I bet Pimpo has everything upgraded, right? Yeah, Pimpo is just the master of everything. Let's take a look at his mods on Piet. Speed. Speed, and more speed. I bet that's a truckload of speed. 163. 163 bonus speed on Admiral Piet. 20 there and crit damage. Pay attention, guys. This is Pimpo. 20 speed and crit damage. 21 speed and health. 25 speed and health. 23 speed and 25. That's ridiculous, man. Come on. How much speed you got on that roster? That's so crazy. This is a beautiful ship. Just gorgeous. Look out. Oh, that's just awesome. Oh, well, we all know Pimpo is the master of mods, so what's your question about speed, Jay? Let's take a look. How does a ship's speed work? Does it use that character, or do they have their own? So ships have their own speed ratings. Dothraki, I keep saying that. So ships have their own speed ratings, and their speed is increased by the stars and gear and level and mods of your character. There's no, I mean, there are direct correlations, but it's hard to measure. Just the more stars and gear and higher mods you have, the better speed you're going to have. So if you get a bunch of 6-dot mods and you get them all maxed out and you put them in, so this is, if you had all these at like the gold level, you'd have even more speed on the ship. So let's do it this way. So we've got this Piet, his power is 34,621, right? And he's got these mods, which is slightly less than Pimpo's mods, right? So 34,621, he's Relic 8. Well, you had to have Relic 8 to get this, I guess. So 34,621, and this Executor speed is 192, extra 74. So what was he again? $34,621 with an extra 74 speed. 192, 74. Over here, let's see if it's any different. 74, 192. So there was not much difference. So that shows you that the difference is incremental. This is the same gear level. 34, it's a slightly different power level because we got one more blue mod on here. We got a gold and a blue, but it's the same speed. So probably if you got all these to like gold or purple, you might add like one extra speed to Piet, which isn't a lot, but it can be everything if you're in like a head-to-head battle. So that's where when you get to the mods, the speed is incremental. 1, 2, maybe 3. And it's the same thing with gear levels. You're not adding a ton of speed every time, but you're adding speed. If you look at this is a Relic 8 Piet with the really nice mods, not perfect mods, but really nice mods. And, oh, that's Piet's. And it's only adding 74 speed. Whereas on Piet, it's 160 whatever godlike ridiculous speed. So no, it's not comparable. It's just that the higher relic and the higher gear and the better mods you have, the more speed you get. It's not going to add tons and tons and tons of speed by doing that. That's how the speed works on ships. NOOCH cannot wait for Lord Vader, so be ready for NOOCH to unlock Lord. I'm going to wait for this to expire. So that's the deal with speed mods. All right, Scar, see you later. I think we're going to do this. We're going to go through this refresh, and then NOOCH will be done for the night. It'll be worth it. Like, right? It's only 100 crystals. I think some of these guys go into first. And actually, NOOCH has an agreement to only go into second. I could violate that tonight. Sorry about that, Mabinogian. We're going to find out. See how saucy NOOCH is feeling. Anyway, I think what we're going to do, we're just going to do one more battle, fight this thing, and see how it comes out, and then we're going to head out for the night. I think we've kind of shown... I did not have good luck with Negotiator. Oh, look, there, look. Decay is climbing, and he just beat the Executor with the classic Rebel fleet. So there you go. There's another example. So here is Relic Biston and Pathfinder. And you're definitely going to have Relic Biggs and Relic Han and Chewie. Yeah, so there you go. There's an example for you guys. Decay just climbed over this Executor at number 4 with the Rebels. So that can be done. So far, Rebels and Raddus can take out the Executor. The important thing with the Raddus is putting Houndstooth in there at the beginning, and you target pose initial shot on IG-88, not Houndstooth. And when you hit IG-88, then the AoE from the Falcon kills IG-88, and then you're cruising from there. I even lost Poe in that battle and was still okay. So, there you go. I got 3 battles. Nooch is gonna do it. Decay can take out Nooch, and it's fine. So Nooch is gonna come in here. What else can we try? I don't. First Order did not even scratch it. So we're just gonna demonstrate Rebels again. I think that Rebels and Raddus is definitely the way to go. So let's just go with our Rebels, put them out there. Because last time this was a slaughter, so let's see if it's a slaughter again. But the one thing to note is last time Nooch did land, I did land the debuff with the Y-Wing that takes away all protection on Houndstooth. And that is not a normal thing to land that debuff. I miss that all the time, and especially to land it on Houndstooth with tenacity up. That was something special. Okay. So we'll try and do it again. Here we go. So does this get rid of... Inflict shield disruption, deal physical damage, dispel all buffs. Oh, that's why it has changed. So, but Houndstooth has extra 50% tenacity when it doesn't have taunt. So even when you dispel the buffs, it's got a bunch of extra tenacity. And he landed it again. I don't know, guys. I mean, that Y-Wing is on a roll. So there you go. Okay, so they're dispelled. Now he's got protection again. So now we're back in the... Now we're kind of seeing again how this is going to roll. And we got taunt on IG-88. That's interesting. Breach on the Falcon. Goo. Now this one's not going as well. Let's see how it turns out. Fairly poorly. That's going to do it. That was awful, guys. Awful. Alright, let's kill IG-88. Should be able to right here. Barely. So, I don't see any guaranteed wins out there. Raddus was the cleanest. Oh, well, the first Rebels was the cleanest. It went better. This worse RNG this time for sure. I guess they decided to target the Falcon. That would be the one advantage that Biggs has. So we'll do Biggs next to see how that goes. The one advantage Biggs has is he is not a... He is a character tank, and therefore his taunt cannot be ignored by this fleet. So I think Biggs might be the way to go at the end of the day. We'll try it out here next. Didn't land it that time. That's more common not to land that debuff from the Y-Wing. He's really bad potency on the Y-Wing. Okay, so we're going to lose here. Bring out Biggs. So the question in chat is what? I'm still trying here. Hang on. Yeah, not positive. All right, I'm done trying. All right, we're going to come in and do this with Biggs. What's the question in chat? For your first order farm, should you go for the 3 main ships first or your first order squad arena team with Sid Troop and everything like that? Well, those are separate questions. The 3 main ships first. What are the main ships? Because you're going to have Kylo Ren Unmasked unlocked. I mean, you're going to be unlocking TIE Silencer and Kylo Ren Unmasked at the same time. So that's kind of a null and void question. I don't really know how to answer that. All right, bring in Y-Wing as a reinforcement. Ships are the hardest farm in the First Order farm. You guys have seen that. If you're watching Nooch's First Order series, free to play First Order, try to find Kylo Ren. Spring Leader Kylo Ren, you've noticed that ships are definitely the hardest farm, and it takes you longer to get. Maybe I should have saved. No, because they have to hit Biggs. Ew. Let's go ahead and try and target IG-80. See if we can knock him right out. We didn't get him out. Ugh. Now we're going back to a taunt. All that extra protection and health. Suck it, Bosk. No, I needed a debuff there. If he'd have stunned him, he would have cleared all those debuffs with 3. I'm about to lose my tank. So I'm gonna call in a tank. Although they can ignore it. I don't know what I'm... Well, I don't know, man. See if we can get rid of that protection. There we go. But now we can't hit him. Nooch is only thinking moderately clearly here. Boba Fett? Boba Fett? Where? By the way, yeah, it's not Boba Fett shit. It was really weird. There was a Lego set came out and they changed the name to Boba Fett shit. Which is just a strange decision by Lego and Disney to do that. Whoop, wrong button. Okay. Alright. IG-88's about dead. Ooh, but they got their contract. Okay. This has gone well. So yeah, the Rebel fleet is the way to go here. Just bring in Biggs, use the classic Rebel fleet. The Y-Wing we saw, the problem with the Y-Wing is while it may be able to strip protection, and when it did, it was positive, that the bounty hunters, with the ability from the Executor, can go around that taunt. So that's the problem with the Y-Wing. Bringing Cassie in here. And we'll take out Cad Bane first. So definitely bring in the classic Falcon, Biggs, Biston ship. Although, if you don't have Relic Biston, you know, you're going to struggle a little more. It's not going to be the same thing. But that is definitely the fleet that NOOCH will be using. But the Raddus worked well, too. The Raddus worked well when you target IG-88 first with Poe. So you start off with Poe. Should go for the 2 pilots first or other characters? Are you talking about... So you're talking about the Special Forces, TIE Fighter pilot, and Kylo Ren. Is that what you're talking about? So with your First Order farm, NOOCH farmed that Special Forces TIE pilot, but he's in the guild shop. So you're buying him with that guild currency. And he's the only First Order character you're buying with guild currency. Now, one alternative is you can leave him in there and go gear up, you know, buy gear with that initially, and then gear up Kylo as far as possible. Kylo Ren unmasked. And what we found with NOOCH's buddy Bertini, or Broda, when he is in Grand Arena, and he's got Kylo Ren unmasked, Relic, I think 5 or 7, and he's in level 11, not level, Division 11 for Grand Arena. He just throws Kylo Ren at Relic 5 on the front line, and nobody can get through him. He's only got 600,000 GP, and he's got a Relic Kylo Ren unmasked. So maybe if you want to go that direction, gear up Kylo Ren unmasked, and then go back to get the First Order Special Forces TIE pilot. Might be the way to do it. But there you go, guys. This is so the only 2 fleets that worked for NOOCH were the Raddus and Home One. And NOOCH has all those characters relicked, so be aware of that. The key with the Raddus was you bring in Rey's Falcon, Poe, and Houndstooth. You can go back and watch the video. You use your first Poe ability on IG-88, get his health down. Then when you spin and use the Falcon special, AoE special, it kills IG-88. And then you're off and running from there. With the Rebels, you want to bring in the classic fleet. You want to bring in the Falcon and Biggs and Biston. And because the problem is with the Y-Wing, if you try that, yeah, he's more beefy and he can strip protection if you get lucky. But the bounty hunters with the Executor can ignore taunt when it's on a non-manned tank. So that's why Biggs is better, because they can't ignore his taunt. So if you want to watch those, NOOCH is going to go back. I'll go back through the video, and I'll put some timestamps in the description whenever it posts here, so you guys can have that. And that's it. So thanks for joining, guys. Appreciate it. If you're not subscribed currently, please subscribe to the channel. We're doing a lot of cool things. You know, NOOCH brought out his first NOOCH tiers video. We ranked the tanks in the game. Since defense is making a comeback, apparently, according to CG, we ranked all the tanks top to bottom. And we're doing NOOCH has got a free-to-play account where we're going to see how quickly we can get to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And yes, NOOCH did start it before Arnold. I started it like a month before Arnold started it, just so we got that out there. NOOCH started it. It was NOOCH's idea. I did it because we had the new, when the year came around, they started giving the double drops for all the characters. You figured it'd be a different farm, and it is. It's a different farm. So I'm hoping we're gonna unlock Supreme Leader Kylo Ren in less than a year, and I'm hoping to get him to Relic 7 in less than a year too, if I can. Fingers crossed. But that's it. J Money 23-1 in GAC so far. Very nice. That's awesome. Relic, GMY, and Jade. Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. So there you go, guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming on. Subscribe, like the video, jump in there, give us everything you got, because we want to. I know you want to help the channel. And everybody have a great day, and remember, NOOCH.